Howdy, folks. Thanks for watching my channel today. My name's Don, and today I want to talk to specifically to the younger guys. Guys, when I say younger, I mean guys 18 to 30. Uh, there's a lot of talk in this country about uh, not getting married, about not having children, and I think it's all bullshit. I think people make a big mistake listening to some of the woke, crazy stuff that's going on in the world. I hear people talk all the time about not wanting to have children because it's not a safe place to bring children into this world. You know, I couldn't I couldn't disagree more. My my cat just loves to be in every video, so you'll have to accept the fact that she's going to wander back and forth. That's just what she does. Her name's Lily. She's really not my cat. She's my wife's cat, but she loves to come into my office because I have so much junk in here. Uh, and she loves it when I make videos because she thinks I'm talking to her. But anyway, going back to this whole concept of marriage and children, all I can tell you, and I can only speak for myself, marriage is a wonderful thing. I would hate to imagine living my living my entire life alone. And yeah, there's times that you don't quite agree with each other. There's times that yeah, you might actually have some fights. But believe me, the good times far outweigh the bad. Um, I'll be married 58 years in February next month, just a couple of weeks from now. And it's hard to believe, it's really hard to believe that I've been married that long. Uh, my mother, my mother and father were married 29 years, and I thought 29 years was forever. But turns out she married, she got remarried a few years after my father died, and actually was married to that fella for another 29 years. So combined, she actually had 58 years of marriage to two different men. So I always thought that was kind of cool. But uh, but the reason that I'm making this video today is, well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, my anniversary is coming up on February 14th. And of course, that's Valentine's Day. Uh, and for all you young guys out there, here's my advice. And I'm going to give you the same advice my dad gave me when I was 19 years old. Uh, Back then, if you were 18, 19 years old, if you were in halfway decent physical condition, you were quickly classified 1A by the United States government. And by that classification, what that meant is you were probably the next guy that was going to become a member of the United States Army. And I was 19. I was in good health, good shape. I'd already been in and had my physical, and it was just a matter of time before I was going to go join Uncle Sam. So I I got I was concerned about getting drafted. Not that I didn't want to go in. I actually was kind of excited about going. Uh, like everybody, I was going to be John Wayne and go kick some ass, and I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. Turns out it's not quite like that, but uh, we had planned. I met my wife, and again, this may shock you, but I met my wife on November 4th, 1967, and on Christmas Day, which was just a little over a month later, we became engaged, and we got married on February 14th. Why did we go? Why did we select February 14th? Well, first of the year, I got my notice that I was 1A, and I knew I'd be drafted pretty soon. We had planned our marriage. We planned to get married in May, like so many young couples do. You know, the cherry blossoms and all that other bullshit. But you know, we realized that the likelihood is I would probably be in the Army by May, and so we probably ought to move things up a little bit. So it was actually my dad, my father, who suggested that we get married on Valentine's Day. Now, he was he was the farthest thing from Cupid. I mean, he was the farthest thing from a, you know, kind of a lovesick kind of guy, or a romantic guy, but he was a very practical man. And here's his reasoning. If you get married on Valentine's Day, you kill two birds with one stone. You only got to buy one gift. So, anyway, that's my advice to you young guys out there. First of all, get married. You'll be glad you did. And when you get married, you know, consider that it's going to be for life. It's not a life sentence, but it is for life. You know, don't get married with the idea that, hey, I can try this for a couple of years. If it doesn't work, I'll just get out of it. It's an easy way to approach things. It's the wrong way to approach things. You know, it's important that you pick someone that you truly love, and that you that you think you can live with for the next 50 years. And I got to tell you, just for the record, we all change. I mean, I am not the same guy I was 50 years ago. I'm close. I'm pretty close to what I was, but my wife has changed dramatically. She is a completely different woman, for the better, I might add, but she has changed. And we all change. And it's probably the biggest reason that there are divorces, that people change. And I understand that. But you can change together, and you can accept each other's, uh, you can accept the fact that each of you have changed, and you kind of grow together into old age. So, again, the purpose of this is not to intimidate anybody, but I do want people to consider getting married. Get married at a young age. I mean, we had children when we were in our early 20s. And, you know, by the time we were in our 40s and even early 50s, the kids had grown and left the nest, and we were empty nesters. And by, you know, the time we hit our 60s, we had grandchildren. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for getting married at a little younger age. And, you know, it's funny because, again, my father was a very realistic kind of guy. And I can still remember there were three boys in the family, and I was the middle son. And I can still remember my dad sitting the three of us down a number of times and just telling us, look, guys, you know, here's what you need to do. When you get out of school, you know, you want to make sure that you get a boat, a good 9.5 horsepower outboard motor, all your guns, rifles, shotguns, and all your fishing tackle, and a good set of golf clubs. And then you might think about getting married. Don't wait to get those things until after you're married, because you may never get them. So, anyway, with that, I'll close this out for the day. Again, this is aimed at you young guys. Give it some thought. You got Valentine's Day coming up. You know, if you've been toying with the idea, you know, it's an easy date to remember every year. I never forget it. And you know, it's an easy day to get some flowers and some candy, and be pretty romantic, and uh, be reminded that's also the day that you tied the knot, that you got married. So again, you know, if you enjoyed the video, like my channel, and subscribe, and if you two got married on a holiday, maybe you got married on Christmas, maybe you got married on the 4th of July. There's other great holidays out there, but I think women really like the fact that you picked Valentine's Day because of all the holidays, that one at least shows that you might, have a little bit of romance in you. So whether you do or not, it's a great holiday to get married. Thanks again, and if you would, leave some comments below. Have a great day.